Hey, I'm back. I'm back to people that watch my videos. Hi! Hi, guys! I forgot I had a YouTube channel. Anyways, I want to say something funny that happened last year. I want to tell you about it because people need to know about this. It was genuinely really weird. So, like... in my school, some kids in 8th grade started this thing called the Spasm Empire. They had like pens and stuff, and it's still going. They elected a new leader because the leader left into 9th grade, and so I was inspired by that, and so another person was also inspired by it. We both made our own little empire thing. Mine was pretty small, but it's actually the second biggest one in the entire school. So, it has like 23 people in it. Yeah. Anyways, the other one was the Chinese, which, it's a really bad name because, somebody thought we were racist because we were going to, somebody who joined, unjoined because they thought we were racist because we wanted to, get more people than the other small empire, which was the Chinese. I don't know why they named themselves that, and I clarified what they meant, but no. What I meant, but no, they still didn't join, whatever. Anyways. Mine was called Goober-circle. I straight up stole that name, and so I'm going to slowly change it over time into something original, because I don't want to have stolen stuff. Anyways, so a bunch of my friends joined, and then their friends joined, and then more people started joining, and so basically, another empire there was starting to be more empires that arose, inspired by me, instead, and I know it's inspired by me, not the Spasm Empire, because they started making slides. Goober-circle had a slideshow on Google that was basically just documenting all the members and the rules and, I don't know, just kind of talking to each other and saying we love Goober-circle and Floppa and stuff. That's pretty much all we did, but, they started making slides. One of them, which actually, was made in a Minecraft server, from what I heard, a couple years ago, those people, they thought they could make that Minecraft server, the people in it, into a new empire, because all these empires were, popping up, right? So, they called it Circle Mania, and, something happened. I didn't hear what happened until later. I'll tell you later, because I heard later, but, one of my members, I almost just said his name. I almost just dropped his full name. His full government name is... No. Anyways, he was telling me that, Circle Mania was gonna start a war with us. And so, I was like, alright. And so, I got somebody to be on Circle Mania, so I could steal their slides, and, I copied it to myself, and then deleted all of them. Right? And then, and then their leader came up to me and said, that was, we didn't start a war. It was just that guy screaming that we were at a war, and I was confused. So I talked to the person on my team who said that we were at war, and he said he heard it from somebody from Circle Mania. So I went to, that person, and, apparently, he just, didn't like me or something. He just thought it was, I don't know, I didn't get the full picture, but apparently he started saying we should go at war, and then the person from Goober-circle interpreted that as we are going to war and told me that. So yeah, that's what happened. And so we went to peace, right? But the fact that there was a war at my school, it was pretty much a Cold War. There was one singular attack, and then we talked about it, and we noticed there was a misunderstanding and just went to peace. But still, there was a war in 7th grade. Anyways, Gooberlantis is still growing, and we have a club. So it's gonna be pretty cool. We might go to war again. That would be funny. I would make a video about that one too. Anyways, a bunch of people. Oh yeah, there was another war going on. A war in heavy quotes, right? From another group called that called themselves that. Okay, so this one guy, he's just kind of rude in general. But anyways, he said that a group called the Indians. I don't get why they're naming them after real countries. Stop. It makes me sound racist. I have to clarify every single time. But anyways, the Indians, the group, right? The school group that aren't Indian. None of them were Indian that he listed the members of. Said that they were going to war because they were like allies of Circlemania. Whenever did do peace or any attacks for that one, we just kind of standed there and nothing happened. But anyways, so I heard that the guy who told me that and all the people he listed, because they weren't Indian, they weren't even part of the Indians. They were just lying. They were just straight up lying. When I told him that, he just said, no, I'm not. We're at war. And does nothing about it, but... So that's weird. And one more was at war with me. I guess the only reason that I'm guessing people go to war with Gooberlantis was because it was the biggest. That wasn't Spasm, because Spasm at this time has like 200 members, okay? In every and it spans across schools now. And so we only have one member from another school, and so we're the next biggest. We're big, but we're not too big to where you can't defeat us. But it was somebody from Gooberlantis who just said, I'm starting my own, and we're gonna be at war to you. And you know what the name was? It was just their name and then town. Beautiful name. Great name, I know. Anyways, he got 2 members, and I forgot that it ever happened. So we're technically on a 2-front war right now. Nothing has happened, and it's a very frigid war right now. It's pretty much just a Cold War. We pretty much just go up to each other and say, we're at war, and we're gonna defeat you, and then walk away and don't do anything. I had to talk about that. Anyways, yeah. I don't know what else to say. That's pretty much it. Anyways, next video is gonna be a good one. Subscribe or I'm eating your cat.